Turks and Caicos. I think I pronounced this right. If not, correct me. Now, in this type of islands, you can see here right in the middle, I would say, in the nice Caribbean that we see in the movies. So yeah, with that nice white sandy beach, we're gonna check the population of those islands, so see how exactly those people actually live. Before we start, if you like this type of content, consider subscribing, liking the videos, check the other videos, and if you know a friend or someone that might enjoy this type of content, please share it with them. So, Turks and Caicos, I think again, excuse me for not pronouncing it right. 46,000 people living in these islands. As you can see, they kind of got insanely high in the recent years, but now they kind of go down. So in 1955, only 5,000 people living in it, along with the increasing population 0.4%. That would be like 19 people in migration minus 53 people. Median age around 17 years old, one of those nonsense fertility rates 6.2, and 48% of the population living in the urban area. Now, fast forward to 2025, the population grew tremendously, almost a 10 times X increase in population. That's almost 50,000 people. Now it's around 47,000 people, let's call it. With the yearly increase about 0.7%, that will be roughly 320 people migration on, plus this time 177 people. Median age around 40 years old. Now fertility rate got much better, 1.4, 1.4 child per woman, which is much more manageable. And urban population around 80%. In the future, they say by 2050 population is going to reach around 51,000 people with a growing rate about 0.02%. So probably that's going to be the last year they're going to see an increase in population. They're going to start going down after that. It's not going to be a huge increase from 2025, but for them it's something, I guess. 12 people yearly change. Migration 121 people. Median age 47 years old. Fertility rate keep the same, pretty much 1.4, 1.5. And urban population 90%. So with those small countries, we're not going to go exactly insane amount of data, but we're going to look at some. They are pretty much United Kingdom, sovereign ex-colony, and right now they are, let's say, under their control, if you want to call it like that. Official language obviously is going to be English. 88% of them, they are Afro-Caribbean, and just 8% Euro-Caribbean. What else can we see here? GDP, okay, the nominal GDP, it's around less than 1 in 2020, probably now it's got a bit better, it's around 1 billion US dollars, and per capita, judging by the population, probably it's going to be around 20,000 US dollars, so not exactly a huge amount of currency. United States dollars, oh, that's pretty interesting. So not exactly extremely rich ones, hope I calculated right, but not that bad either. So let's look about how those people actually access. But as a position, it's great. I really like it. And we're gonna start with those small tiny islands. Let's see if we can find a 360 or something that can actually claim on it. Looks pretty nice from above. No 360, no street views. I don't think we're gonna see even construction here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check those ones. Look, again, it's gonna be one of those nice white sand Caribbean islands that we see in the movies. It's great. We have some 360 here. Let's check the M. Some pretty decent rows, let's say, from above. Yeah, on the beach, definitely. Oh, we have a nice construction there. We're gonna see that. Look at this. Somebody has a house here. I don't think it's a resort or something like that. Just looks a bit too small for that. And somebody has a house with a pool here. I'm not sure exactly how rich you have to be. Oh, they have more than that. Look at this. They have a few people that have houses here. Maybe they are resorts, I don't know, but I don't see any 360 or street views here, so I kind of highly doubt that. They want to keep them privacy here, so yeah. Definitely extremely rich. Now we're talking about 0.001% probably of the population to afford such a luxury like that, but they are those people. They exist 100%. Definitely not a huge island, so privacy probably was the main. Look at this, the house here and no one else around it. Privacy is the main criteria here. They have even an airstrip just for them. I guess it's such a private island. It's just probably you need the approval from the other neighbors to build something here, or having one of those resorts. It looks like a resort, this one, I have to say, but it looks pretty nice. Again, not that many people, very exclusive, probably very expensive, I'm not sure, but kind of looks like that if you ask me. Not that many 360 or street views here, which is kind of sad because clearly something interesting happened here. I like the lighting, warm, nice lighting, a bottle of wine there, tiny pool here, then you have the ocean here, nice views. They done it right here in this island. Again, I'm not sure exactly how rich you have to be to build one of those things, or maybe again, I don't think that all resorts, but they have again an airstrip just for them, and looks like they're gonna build another one, or what is that? Oh, that this is just a harbor here. Okay, yeah, it looks very, very expensive. Oh, they have even a tiny small island here. Yeah, it's pretty much uninhabited. Very, very expensive and very exclusive, 100%. Like I said, not anyone can afford to live there. Now here we have a bit more population, so we're gonna see how those native locals actually live. Great 360, I'm not sure exactly who made this one, but great 360, February 2025, and very recently it's from a drone from above. Now I don't consider this garbage, it's just pretty much wood, natural things, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. But look at the sea, nice sea here. They don't have that exactly white sand beach, but probably when I go in the north we're gonna see more and more of that. Clearly you can see the population here, not extremely developed every single square meter, which is pretty good. I like when I see that. So a huge probably respect for the nature, I guess, in this part of the world. Let's check this road, probably a dirt road, not something paved. We have one of those golf cars that they moving around, which is pretty good. Again, this is January 2025, very recently, so I don't think things are got too much change from then. Somebody has a pool here, I'm not sure. Okay, let's check this one. Yeah, I don't think you need paved roads here. It looks fine, like with a road like this. Probably they have some sort of a hurricane at some point, and not everybody decided to rebuild. I guess some garbage here, whatever it is. Not huge amount, but still something. Very underdeveloped here. Let's check this one. Oh, we cannot go there. Just here. Okay, let's move just a bit forward. It's one of those nice fence, I guess, just small wall of brick of the rocks. That's a nice Caribbean house, I would say. Let's move to more densely populated area. Oh, we cannot check that. Oh, we have those. Probably they grow. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing here. Probably it's for salt. Not sure. Nice fences. I really like this one, and look at this, they kind of improve it in a way when they put this nice, I'm not sure exactly how nice it is, but they put this concrete above it, so probably they can stabilize the stone beneath them, but I'm not sure exactly. I prefer just stone fence, looks much better in my opinion. Those houses, yeah, not exactly great, but I guess they provide some sort of protection for the environment and some livable space, so I guess they roll with that. Here this one looks a bit abandoned to me. I don't think that many I don't think anyone has lived here very recently, or maybe they just go in I don't know, when it's a nice season to just go in a vacation there. It could be that, but it doesn't look like a very expensive vacation house, so probably even someone from the middle income branch of the humanity, or some locals that, who knows, maybe decided to buy it or just got abandoned. Here, keep in mind, it's a small island, not that many people obviously on the entire islands. Here particularly it's a small one, so yeah, I don't think they can have that insanely high population. Most of the houses, look, they got hit by the hurricane and then they got abandoned, so probably they move on to places that, I don't know, provide a better protection, or maybe some government program that they're gonna relocate those people so they don't have to fix the houses every year, so they're gonna spend less money by move them in a much better area. But it looks pretty nice on the beach. You can check this one. That white sand, I guess. With that blue is just kind of burn your eyes. And definitely this 360 here, it's heavily edited, but I still enjoy it. I mean, look at this, it looks great. Nice house here, I would say. Not for someone, let's say, impoverished, so really rich people there. We have someone sitting here in the shadow. This guy probably controls the drone, I guess, I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks just great. Look at this, absolutely great. That's exactly what I want to see in a Caribbean, especially if you watch the Caribbean Pirates, the movie series. You're gonna enjoy these ones. They have even an alley, a road until that house, or almost to their house. So yeah, look at this, you don't need paved roads, that's fine. Not sure exactly if you're gonna have a lot of flat tires on this terrain, but you're gonna have, probably, if you can afford something like that, you're gonna have the money. But look at this, probably they got hit by something, because I don't see the roofs on those, not all of them, but on those construction. It feels like, let me check again from that drone footage from the above. It doesn't see, yeah, they have some construction, but I can't see them. This one got away. This is February 2025, but the other construction around them, I don't know, it seems like they got a roof pretty much, I don't know, strip off from the building. I might be wrong, but yeah, probably something not that nice, let's say, happened there. So yeah, again, from above, pretty nice. It looks great. Again, keep in mind those pictures are heavily edited 100%, but still, it's just gonna show it looks pretty good. It's nothing you can complain about it. Here on the beach they have one of those algae or whatever they have, not exactly a pretty image, as you can see, comparing with what we see earlier. But we can move probably down the beach a bit further, and we're gonna have some nice spots. Only just, it's a small island, just go on the other side of the island and you're gonna be fine. Overall, I have to say I like it. It's just, again, it's one of those clearly Caribbean islands when you can actually see exactly what you expect when you go there. So yeah, looking pretty good, pretty sharp. But again, it feels like they got hit by something here, which is not exactly. Oh, they have those seashells, so pretty nice. The fence is pretty nice. Road, again, I don't need a paved road when you have something like this. Yeah, it could be a bit more sand, just have a nice cover, but still, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And they have like golf carts here, for God's sake. So I don't think they even have heavy trucks. But somehow they build those buildings here, and they even maintain it. But yeah, it feels like a lot of them at least looks abandoned, or at least not with a permanent residency. Let's call it like that. Here we don't have any residency so far, so not even a 360, but at some point they have some construction here, or some roads, as we can see from above. So clearly they have something happening here. Yeah, those beaches looking great. That, I don't think it's on the island. This one makes part of the islands. This one, again, pretty much rocky island, and that's probably one of the main ones, as you can see here. So let's go with this one. Ooh, look at those ships here. That's definitely from the tourists. Probably, again, that 1 billion, almost 1 billion US dollars economy came, I don't know, like 70-80% from tourist industry. So yeah, they kind of have to take very well care of that. Here they have cars, they got away from those golf carts. Again, road is pretty good. I don't complain about the road like this when I see them. It's fine, it is usable, no problem. No, I don't see a problem with having one of those dirt road. It's smooth. Yeah, can actually prefer it in some cases. Here they're gonna have the paved ones, and they're looking pretty good, I have to say. No alignment, but probably they don't need it. They don't have that many cars here, so yeah. But you can see they taking well care of the land here. Looking pretty good, pretty sharp, I would say. Let's go in a more residential area. Let's see how those people actually live. Well, here we have some alignment on the road, which is pretty good. Houses, okay, we see something here, not exactly extremely modern, but still pretty decent. Probably, again, gonna be one of those construction that they're looking better on the inside than looking on the outside, but still Even the outside, they need some improvement, but again, pretty decent. Yeah, those cables here, again, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. I'm not sure exactly what happened with those headlights, but they missing there. Yeah, here I don't consider garbage, but it's just dry vegetation. You have to clean that up. Here, it looks like somebody just lose a door on the car. Yeah, probably not the greatest. Okay, not the greatest neighborhood to live on, but still pretty. We seem definitely worse. I'm not sure exactly what's supposed to be this one, but doesn't look that great. Stop, proceed with caution. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have that many cars here, but they have some traffic at some. It is pretty heavy, probably for a place like this. Let's check this road here. Yeah, this one not exactly an much more improvement, I would say, on the house department at least. Roads, yeah, again, pretty good. Don't see problem with that. I don't see the price of the gas station. I was curious in January 2025 how much money they spend on the gas. They have some sort of an industry here with, I'm not sure exactly what they collect here. Fish, salt, algae, but clearly it's some importance here. Now here I don't think it's gonna be a rich neighborhood, but those roof actually, yeah, looks pretty good, but they don't have that much vegetation here. Probably they didn't get the memo. That's some garbage there. Again, one of those nonsense construct. Not sure idea what they're using. This looks absolutely horrible. Cables, yeah, pretty much a mess. Some garbage here. It might be a rich neighborhood, but not one of those authentic rich neighborhood, let's call it like that. No trees whatsoever on this island here, especially in this part of the island. Yeah, the view is nice, probably have a nice breeze here, especially in the evening, but look at this, no trees whatsoever. They have absolutely giant houses. They are not even well maintained, as you can see. Yeah, it feels kind of the waste at some point. Not exactly a well planned, even from the individual. Those are nice houses, but again, just very few vegetation, which is kind of sad. You used to have much more than that. Look at this. You have pretty decent land, and you need to plant more trees. Yeah, from above you can see, judging by those roof of the houses, they look pretty modern and new build and pretty decent, but not from the ground level. I would not say, look at this, I would not say, how are we gonna enter your house when you have this alley of the stones? You're gonna break an ankle or something. Oh, they need improvement. Yeah, they need a lot of improvement. Here we have some more trees, which is good. They put those plates, whatever, wood in the windows. Probably they expect some sort of a hurricane. I don't think it's an abandoned house. It looks pretty good, but again, you put those here in Europe. We have those blind shutters, the roller ones, that can make it from aluminum, which I don't recommend for this region, but you can actually make them from steel. That's a nice Corvette, by the way. And when you have a hurricane, you just roll them down and that's it. You don't have a problem. Or you can build one of those made in from again steel or wood, depending on what you want. I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but it's gonna be much better than just putting those wood in the windows. Just nail the the wood in your windows. It doesn't look that rich or nice design. That's a nice yard, pretty decent, but again, it's kind of the low ground level of the trees, so you need to have those high that's a church. Look at this. High trees that are going up. You're gonna shield you from the weather. It's gonna shield you from the sun. It's a good investment, I would say, especially when you have very close to you some tarmac roads. Are gonna store a lot of heat during the day, and they're gonna release them during the night, so you're gonna feel that harder. Now here in this place, I don't think it's gonna be a huge problem, but in a city, trust me, it is a huge problem. Here, yeah, they have one of those gold hearts, probably from hotels or resorts. tourist comes here. Beach, yeah, not exactly extremely clean, as you can see from those algae. Probably we got a bad season, because from the above I don't see them that much. So yeah, probably it is what you see. That's why it's important when you make those 360s or street views to not exactly accurate, I would say, again, but kind of can cheat a bit when you just go when it's good weather, when it's in a good time of the year, and have, like, you know, expose the best of the best. Now again, it's a bit cheating, but still I will allow something like that. Everybody wants to just show the good side or the best as possible, so yeah, can I understand that. It's human nature. Here, yeah, have a nice lighthouse, grass not exactly at home, but still pretty decent. Yeah, a bit treeless, I would say. Those islands, not that many high trees, more like bushes, or yeah, low ground trees, let's call it like that. But infrastructure is pretty good, roads pretty good, even they have plants here going from the from the concrete, from the tarmac. Pretty good, yeah. It's nothing you can complain about so far. Roads, when they don't have paved roads, they have one of those dirt roads, but they're looking pretty decent too, so yeah, I don't think it's a huge problem. Here again, those nice new constructions. Again, they have those dirt roads, but still pretty good. Yeah, this house, what you need tall trees to get privacy, to get cover from the sun, from the environment. That's what you need, and you need to start planning them right now. This one got hit probably very hard, and they decided to not go with the restoration of the house. Here again, they board the windows so they don't get shattered, I guess. You have a lot of windows in a weird shape. It's gonna be harder to put some blind rollers, but you can have a much better design than just board the windows with those wood plates, I would say. But yeah, let's move to other islands. This one probably the main one or the biggest one, but we don't have actually that many houses there. Let's check with those one first. Yeah, I don't see we see that many. We have a road here, probably a dirt one. I don't think it's gonna be a pave here. Yeah, okay, can I expect that. They seems to have some sort of the small establishments here, more small constructions. Looks pretty brand new, I would say, so probably it's not gonna be the cheap ones, but still pretty good. They have dirt roads, they have indicators. I don't think they have running water, but they seems to have electricity, which is pretty good. Probably that's the minimum requirement. Just I don't know exactly where we're gonna get the water here, but yeah, they kind of need a better building code, I would say, but nothing too crazy. It looks pretty decent. Roads pretty good, infrastructure not so bad. They have a problem, like I said, with trees. Maybe they don't like trees, I'm not sure, but who doesn't like trees, let's face it. They need to improve in that department, I would say. Here, ooh, some rich neighborhood. I see some pools here, or at least pretty good neighborhoods. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice color of the house. That's nice. See? Oh, they even have an entrance here. Oh, they park the car there and just go. Yeah. Let's check this one. Yeah, see, pretty decent space between them, not jammed together. Again, the problem that I still see, it's just low vegetation, but maybe they like it in this part, I don't know. Also, vegetation can get problematic when you don't trim it and you don't maintain it right, especially when you have a hurricane here, and you can actually use that as a weapon to crack your windows even more open. But yeah, nice white sand beach, nice water, decent, maybe a cave or something like that. We can get chilled pretty nicely. This is one of those bar restaurants things. Not exactly a great with those umbrellas. We're not gonna can go there when it's very sunny. You have to wait for the early morning or waiting for the evenings. Building code. This feels like all the houses have the same color of the roofs, which is probably a building code, which is good. I like that. Exterior colors also should be pretty decent managed. Otherwise, pretty good so far. I like it. I like it. Again, it's one of those rich areas, most likely. And it seems to be all private houses. I don't think they are. Maybe it's from renting, a few of them, but not exactly a huge organized resort, I would say. Here they have again some small. Oh, they have a huge city there. Okay, they have some population in this area too. It's gonna take us hours and hours to check everything, so yeah, that's why I'm trying to kind of speed up those videos. We are small countries, and somehow small countries makes much longer videos because you want to see as much as you can. I'm trying to just trim them down as much as possible. Yeah, they don't have a paved roads, but I don't think you need one here. Actually, more nicely have one of those. House is pretty big. They have trees here, see, but they need much more than that to cover all those. You have to make all this private area. The land is pretty nice size, but you need more trees. You need more trees. You see, 50,000 people. 50,000 people. See, not that many people, but look how much infrastructure you need for them. Look at this one. Look at how many it is. And this is clearly some sort of the oil refinery or gas. I don't know. Maybe they find something here. Looking pretty decent with that huge fence there. And it's looking very nice from outside. It looks like one of those resorts actually. Let's go here on the beach again, one of those touristy area. When I think a lot of those, and they have one economy just $1 billion US per year, and you have to cope with a huge population increase. Like I said, they start from 5,000 now, just pretty much on 10x population. That's a huge increase in just, I don't know, 50 years. It's not gonna be easy to cope with that. It's a resort, it's nice, it's looking great. Let's check the beach. Not something to worry. They're building again another one here, and not sure exactly for how long those is gonna stay alive, because, and let's face it, it's just everyone just building the same thing, and they try to attract tourists. Who knows, maybe it could be actually cheaper. Whoa, they have one of those fiberglass, whatever. I think it's glass. How it's gonna get shattered, but it's nice. We can actually see under the boat. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty nice. Yeah, they have a lot of resorts here, a lot of expensive houses. As you can see, this one definitely from renting or some gated community or whatever. But a house like this, it's not gonna be cheap. Let's look at this. Probably like $500,000 or even more than that to build something like that. Just outrageous expensive. This is how everybody should live, by the way, but it's not gonna be cheap, especially with our grid. It is not gonna be cheap, but it looks very nice, and it's a nice front beach property. They have even a second pool here. Oh, that's extremely rich. And those guys don't get hit by hurricanes because they have a lot of windows there. Okay, looking pretty good, you know, pretty good. Let's check this area again. Still pretty expensive, like judging by the pools and how the house looks, and a lot of privacy here. See, here they done it a bit better than others. They say, okay, privacy is the first thing, and then we go with the house. Looking pretty good, pretty sharp. Let's check this one. Have a much better clear view of the house. They need some trees here, but this guy done it a bit better. Look at this. See, a bit more privacy here, a bit more cooler, especially those sunny days. It's looking good for that guy. Let's check this one. A lot of new construction, a lot of new houses here. Who knows, maybe they have that insanely increasing population and just got attracting all the rich people. Maybe, but I highly doubt that. Here I see some pools, so they're doing pretty well here too. See, they have the electric power. Definitely they need to have some running water. I'm not sure exactly where. I don't see the meters or pipes or something. Maybe I didn't miss that. Yeah, here that expensive houses. Look at this, just every single one of those is gonna be way expensive. Here the same, probably is one of those new neighborhoods built, but every single one of those looking extremely expensive, and look how much land it's around them. So yeah, that's exactly what happened there. But this one, yeah, it's a pretty much a castle right there. It's not gonna be cheap to maintain. Building, not even close. Here, yeah, it seems like they have a lot of new houses here. They have one of those coffee machines. It's a nice bath, I guess. It's a nice view on the bath. Nice pool, nice chairs, nice decent view. I'd like to see a bit more trees, but pretty good so far. Yeah, it's one of those expensive areas. Not everybody can afford to live there. Actually, the entire island seems to be expensive. Let's check those houses. Those look a bit more modest. Let's call it like that. Yeah, this one probably one of the poor population living or whatever happened here, because there's a lot of cars. Not sure exactly what's going on there. Clearly not the same level and those guys, but those houses looking pretty good, I would say. Not sure about the pink color, but yeah, it's decent. Not even close to what we see earlier, but and we have some bars on the windows here. Oh, doesn't look that great. Yeah, not even close to that to what we saw. So clearly much different. Here it's a new neighborhood build, but it's kind of in not a great shape. Look at this, the yards doesn't look that great. House pretty nice, and vegetation. They don't have a road yet, but clearly you can see they have some decent privacy, I would say. This is January 2025, and it could be much better. I'm not sure exactly how much it's gonna be to buy a house here, but I don't think it's gonna be that cheap either. But from above, yeah, they have some trees in some areas. It seems to be a bit better, and some decent land. Not a huge one, but a decent, to have some decent privacy, I guess. But yeah, it could be much more improved by the locals by now. I'm not sure exactly want to see again one of those nonsense here. Probably when they keep garbage, I'm not sure, but definitely can come up with something better than that. It looks absolutely horrendous. Yeah, they can improve this. At least they have the land and a decent house, so from there they can actually improve it. Yeah, it's a nice truck, decent house, a boat, and a bush right here. So yeah, they can improve that. So yeah, it's a lot to see in those islands, even though they are not looking like it's gonna be a huge one. They are pretty populated. I don't think we check this one, but let me very fast check a few of them. Yeah, not exactly a great place here, but they have a decent roads, and I like those small fences, so in my book it's pretty decent. Not that many trees in that one. Let's check this one. It looks a bit more oh, what the fuck happened here? Somebody got demolished or whatever. At least they have some trees there. Yeah, not exactly a great area here comparing with what we saw with that absolutely luxury area. And here we have some sort of a resort. Not a great one again, but they have a nice view. This one again, let's see what's here. Probably again a resort. Yeah, but the front yard doesn't look that, actually doesn't look that bad. Could be better, but still, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know what? It's pretty good. They don't have a 360 on the beach. It's kind of a downgrading, I would say. You could do much better than that. So yeah, they have absolutely great areas and some area that doesn't look that great, but it's a classic Caribbean country, I would say, state. In this area, it's nice. Probably a lot of American flies here to just have some vacation, and they bring a decent amount of money. But with that $1 billion US economy per year, doesn't seem that they produce a whole lot. But the population grew tremendously in the last, like I say, 50 years, around that. So yeah, they're gonna, now they stabilize around the 51,000 people, but pretty soon we're gonna see them going down. So yeah, well, I guess that was the video for today. Check the other that I make, and see you next time.